I get nervous when he counts it down.
I know, why?
I don't know.
So many times you think we wouldn't be.
Yeah, I get nervous though.
I think as he runs away, then it feels like we're alone.
It's weird that he runs away and he goes like he's checking on stuff back there. What is he doing?
He acts like a DJ, he's just pushing buttons.
But like, is the DJ even doing anything? Do you know what I mean?
They do some stuff.
But do they really?
They do.
But do they now, like they used to? But like now, when you see Calvin Harris at Omnia,
right?
Is he really doing anything?
He's pushing buttons and he's lowering the track and the sounds, but he's not like mixing the music on the spot necessarily.
He's not anymore, right? I think it's like pre-recorded.
I mean, he might skip some songs and move it around his rotation, but they already have a set list. They just,
for the most part, it's just this. It's this stuff.
They're there to be there.
Right.
Not back in the day where they actually literally are switching the discs and switching the what are they called?
Vinyl.
The vinyl. That's
Do you remember? Did you know that I just read this on Instagram a couple days ago? This was the first year vinyl sales have outdone CD sales in like 20 years or some crazy number.
Why do you think that? Are people trying to be hipsters?
I think so, yeah.
People are trendy and bringing that into their homes and being like, look what I have.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
And on the record, don't they use vinyl, some of those guys, or no?
You know, I
know that's your spot.
Be able to.
You don't know.
I was there last night.
You were?
I was.
See what I mean?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I watch like the drummers and the performers. I'm not like hanging out by the DJ booth going like, what are you using back there?
Okay. We have a big show today.
We do have a big show. I'm so excited.
We should tell people that right now you just see two of us, which is not normal.
No. The third guest is right here. Just kidding.
Right. But in this case today, we're going to the guest.
We are finally going to do something that we've been talking about doing.
Who are we going to see?
Carrot Top.
I like it.
And we're going to go together.
We're double dating.
We're double dating.
And then we have a third wheel.
Fifth wheel.
Fifth wheel.
Are you
Ty's the fifth wheel.
Are you bringing someone, Ty? No, fifth wheel.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We won't make it awkward, I promise.
Sometimes the perks to this gig are there's no perks. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What do you mean? He's gonna go see the show.
Well, that's true, but I mean he can't bring a plus one.
Sorry, did I snag your plus one?
Also, I remember
with reason.
An episode where Nat was complaining about her hair was messed up, right? So the perks of this gig.
How is it today?
I'm behind the camera, nobody cares.
Right,
oh yeah, do you remember that? It was
nobody
literally.
Cares. Hey, look at this guy. Just pulled up. Yeah, we're live right now. We're live. No, you're fine. You're fine. Come back. You're fine.
Come back.
Come say hi to the people.
Come back, Jack.
This is the boss right here. You're the boss. One of.
He runs away. Back.
We've got Carrot Top on the show tonight, but we're going to him, so we won't be here. But we're talking to them right now.
Yeah, we are.
So, anyway, Carrot Top, have you ever seen him live?
No, I've been wanting to see him for years, ever since I moved to Vegas.
He's really...
I don't know why I never got around to it. I just never did.
I don't know what you were asleep at the wheel here. You live here. What are you doing?
No, I've seen almost every show here except for Carrot Top.
Ooh.
Well, tonight.
Okay.
I will change.
Okay.
I've even been to the same theater. I've been to Fantasy when Mariah was here. Remember we talked about that?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I've been to Fantasy, just never Carrot Top.
I forgot that's the same theater. That is a great theater. I'm really excited about that. He's fantastic. He's really funny. I have questions that I want to ask him that I'm afraid to ask him.
Like?
There's some, I don't know how to, let me politically correctly?
I like it. We'll go.
Let me be politically correct.
No, I like it way better.
I don't remember the time frame, but there was a time when Carrot Top was very, very skinny comedian with red hair. And it seemed like all of a sudden then, like, this is back obviously pre-internet, and then like you didn't really see him on like any comedy specials or anything, and then the next time you saw him, he was jacked. I would just like to know his secrets.
Okay. Do you think he's going to tell you?
No.
No.
I don't know if I'm going to ask. I'm afraid to ask. I'm afraid to ask him
about his journey, his fitness journey. Maybe it'll come out organically.
I don't think it will.
We'll find out, I guess.
The specific question would be like, what type of supplements are you using, if any?
Oh, no, we wouldn't ask him that. You can ask him that.
I don't think it's a rude question in 2019, is it? I mean...
Maybe save that one for the end.
Okay.
So we're not off to a bad start when we he didn't get it.
Okay.
We're pissed off at us.
And then
I'm excited to see his show. I want to know all about his acts and just a one-man show doing an hour and a half. What does he do?
I think he does like an hour and a half. He's so good. I can't wait for you to see this. I can't wait to see it again. He's great. And I saw him earlier this year. I saw him. Yeah. It's really good. I took the Pint-Sized Warrior. We went and saw him.
Oh, that's
He was great. Yeah. And then the other question I want to ask him that I'm afraid to ask him is about some of the Instagram posts. His fashion choices.
Yes. I would like to hear his answer on that.
Are you going to ask him that?
No, but I can.
I think you should.
I'll ask him.
I'll
be the one to ask him that
question. It would be. I think it's better coming from you.
Okay.
Like, you know, like as a girl, I wear booty shorts, and I was just wondering.
He rocks them.
He rocks them. He took low rise to a whole new level. He takes low rise. He's not messing around.
High rise?
No, I mean low rise. You've been on his Instagram, right?
I have. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I see his stories. He cracks me up.
Yeah.
I just want to know about his hair.
About what?
The hair.
Oh, I thought you said I want to know about his pear.
Yes, John. I want to know about his hair.
I swear I thought that's what you just said.
We were talking about the shorts. So
right.
I see where you're.
Yeah, that's why I was like, whoa, Nat, it's a family show.
No, his hair.
We're going to change this to Vegas After Dark Junkeez.
Well, you know, we got to switch things up a little.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
Funny. No.
So I want to throw some Vegas, not trivia. I want to throw some every week. Here's what I like to do. Every week I'm gonna bring a little did you know segment type of thing. I don't know what we're gonna call the segment about Vegas, and I'm gonna quiz you. Not quiz you. I'm just gonna see your knowledge on what it is. And by the way, what I'm gonna bring up today, I knew loosely. But I didn't know a lot of it, and I probably already forgot most of it. But maybe I'll refer to my phone if I need to, which is right here.
No, it's okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I would like to know how much you know about Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
And how he relates to Las Vegas. Do you know much about him?
I remember knowing things about him, but I don't know right now. I know that he is basically owns a ranch in Summerlin, right? He was involved with film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good. Very good.
Summerlin is named after his wife.
Very good. Yep.
Right? Because her maiden name was Summerlin or something like that.
Yep.
And that's all I pretty much remember.
Okay.
He was an actor, pilot.
So he was a pilot? Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Hey.
It's all coming back to me.
Did you ever see the movie? Did you see the movie Leonardo DiCaprio
played
Howard Hughes?
Yes.
Right. So I knew most of it obviously from the movie, The Aviator. It was the movie.
I remember now.
So Howard Hughes, I asked Pint-Sized Warrior this. I'll ask you the same question. I asked her before I left the house today. Have you ever heard of the airlines TWA?
TWA. No.
That's so crazy. Okay,
No.
wait. So how old are you again? I'm sorry. It's okay.
I'm in my late 20s, early 30s.
Okay, so that's weird. So Vanessa is 28.
Okay.
And so Howard Hughes owned TWA, Trans World Airlines. TWA was like Delta, it was like one of the big carriers. Like everyone flew TWA.
Okay. What era?
Like 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up until I want to say 2001,
really?
I believe. In 2001, they merged. American Airlines bought them.
Okay.
But yes, she had never heard of TWA, but I made fun of her because I said, "Well, you're from the small town of Modesto and you didn't travel much, so."
No, I just don't remember ever seeing their logo anywhere.
Right.
But I didn't start flying on my own till I was in like teens, like 15, 16. So I don't know.
So you didn't have to have the flight attendant walk you off the plane when you started flying?
No.
When I started flying, I had to be walked off the plane. I flew alone from LA to New York when I was like 9 years old.
Were you terrified or excited?
Terrified and excited, both.
Yeah, no.
Excited on the plane, but like when it was time to get off the plane, like is that lady gonna come get me? Like what do I do? Like, all that stuff. Yeah.
I understand that.
So Howard Hughes, though, was an interesting guy. So he had really bad OCD, like really bad. Like I think I'm a little OCD, he's to a whole new level, to the point where he ended up living in the Desert Inn Hotel. Do you know the Desert Inn Hotel?
Yes.
Okay, which is
of it.
What is now where the Desert Inn was? What's there now?
Oh, shit.
Do you know that?
Hold on, let me think about this.
It's okay you don't know this stuff. I'm cheating because I just looked it up, but also because of my dad.
Desert Inn.
Yeah.
Cromwell?
No.
Damn it.
The Cromwell was the Barbary Coast.
Okay, how about...
Back in the day. You got to go further towards downtown.
Treasure Island.
You're getting closer, but you're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side of the street now.
Palazzo.
Keep going.
Harris.
No, you went the wrong way. No. You just got it.
The win?
Yes.
After my 8th.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The win.
That's the golf course behind it used to belong to the Desert Inn.
Oh, okay. That makes
Right.
sense.
So I think I got that right. If I don't have that right, you Vegas locals or knowledgeable people tell me. But I'm pretty sure I got that right. I should know that. I'm going to be mad if I got that wrong. So anyway, Howard Hughes ended up living in the Desert Inn. He rented out the top 2 floors of the Desert Inn for like a very long time. And he had such bad OCD and was such a germaphobe, he wouldn't leave the hotel. And I'm not sure on the top 2 floors, like if I'm making assumptions now, I think it was for like his staff, like like he set up his offices.
How old was he during this time?
I believe this was in the
20s?
60s or 70s, and I'm not.
He was single, married, like.
I don't know if he was single or married. I don't think he was married because I can't imagine anyone would have dealt with him. It got to the point where he couldn't even trim his fingernails or cut his hair. For whatever reason, his OCD wouldn't allow that, so he grew his fingernails like super long.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, this is crazy.
To the point where like curved.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
And he didn't like to wear clothing. So he would sit naked in his room or suite, whatever, on the top floor of the Desert Inn with really long hair, like really long nails.
As a germaphobe, what do you think the opposite? To have like super clean nails, short hair, clothing, so you're not touching your body on chairs and...
Right, like he actually did everything, you're right, like he did everything that you would think you wouldn't do.
As a germaphobe, yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
So that's weird, right?
Yeah.
So
what was his obsession with Vegas? Did he grow up here or do we know?
Don't know that part. Yeah, I didn't really, this was just at the Red,
trivia.
listen.
Well, now I'm intrigued, now I'm asking questions because you're sparking.
I got all of this info on the corner of Trop and Eastern on the way here at a red light that was 6 minutes.
Did you Google it or did you?
Of course, Wikipedia. Yeah, I could pull it up, but I don't want to, anyway. So check this out.
Okay.
He's sitting in this hotel. He's naked, long fingernails, long hair, doesn't like to deal with people, won't allow the maid to come in and clean the room, and he would pee in mason jars for some reason, and then seal them and just keep them. So it was like a very dirty living situation.
Okay.
The management at Desert Inn got wind of this, and so they want to kick him out. They're like,
I don't blame
he's got the top 2 floors, like we gotta get rid of this guy. He's crazy, right? He's like naked, long nails, can't clean the room, right? He's there for like a year or something.
Can you imagine the odor in that room?
So they tried to.
What are these?
What do we have here? Cocktails at the Trago.
Cocktails?
Some cocktails at the Trago.
Is this a special cocktail or is this?
What is this? This could kill me.
It's just a vodka soda, splash of crayon.
I love it.
You know, low
and
calories. That is your specialty. Pina colada. I'm just kidding. Pineapple.
Just pineapple.
Okay, perfect. Well, cheers. Thank you.
Because you know me. You know that was beautiful.
Sure, we'll have a cocktail on the show. Why not?
I love it. Little cocktail at Trago.
Ooh, me gusta.
At the Trago. Anyway, so this hit the spot. This was a good call.
Yeah. I was a little parched myself.
Yeah.
You know, the water wasn't cutting it.
Yeah, it's very dry here. You have to stay hydrated.
You have to.
Okay, so...
By the way, I get made fun of for having my pinky up all the time.
So the Desert Inn goes to kick him out.
Right.
He's like, So what did he do?
What did he do?
Yeah.
He barricaded himself.
Keep in mind, he's a billionaire.
He barricaded himself in there.
No, better.
What did he do?
He bought the place.
Why not?
He bought the hotel.
Why not? That reminds me of like Crazy Rich Asians.
Right. Yeah, which I love that movie.
That scene, you know.
So he buys the Desert Inn. Now he's posted up comfortably there. Nobody can say anything to him. And he's watching TV. So now, do you remember this? So TV, you don't remember, no, of course you don't, because you don't remember life before cable TV.
No.
Natalini, check this out.
Actually, I do, because we didn't really have cable TV growing up.
There was a time when there was just 3 networks. You had NBC, ABC, CBS, and then you had local networks. Like here, you had TV5.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. There was not even Fox yet. There was 20th Century Fox as a movie studio, but there was no Fox TV yet. Okay, so you had 3 major networks that were national, and then every little city had their little local TV, right? Well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, TV went off the air.
I don't know what that's like.
There was no 24-hour TV. So like you would I remember being like 8, 9, 10 years old, watching TV, like sneaking, like I was supposed to be in bed like 9 o'clock or whatever. And I would get up and I would watch TV like late night, like I'd watch Johnny Carson.
Okay.
So he'd be on like from 11:30 to 12:30, right? And then 12:30, like they'd run whatever, I don't even remember what shows they would put, like reruns of like Charlie's Angels or something, right? And then at like 2 a.m., I think it was 2 a.m., right before they would say, and now, this concludes our service for the evening. They would literally say that, and then it would say, and now our national anthem. And they would play the national, yes, they would play the national anthem, and then it would be like, and you'd see like these, like a color bar, you know what like a color bar?
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, like, like a...
Did you do this?
No, I didn't. I can't lie. Yeah. I think I'd actually fall asleep to the song by the time the song, because I was little.
And it would just turn black with that bar and that noise.
Or white snow, like fuzz.
No.
Or just like a color bar. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like a bunch of colors, like a piano, but like colors.
Right.
And they would just say like CBS or whatever. And they'd say good night. And it would just be like,
and
it would make like a, like that, or it would just be like snow. Yeah. Crazy, right? Okay, so.
Okay.
That was not good enough for Howard Hughes.
No.
Right? So Howard Hughes.
wanted to watch something after 2
He's
a.m.
watching TV, and one of his favorite movies, I don't remember the movie, was playing, and he's catching it just as it ends, and the movie ends, and then it goes to what I just described. So Howard Hughes picks up the phone, he calls the TV station and says, hey, need you to run that movie again. I missed it. I want you to play it again. They're like, play it again? It's 2 a.m. We're off the air. No good for Howard Hughes.
Nope.
What did he do the next day?
He created his own.
Bought the TV station.
Damn it.
He bought local TV 5 or Channel 8 here, I believe. One of those two. Kalos, whatever that was. He bought that station, and he played whatever that movie was for the next 24 hours. And so now they attribute that Howard Hughes, in a roundabout way, unbeknownst to him, actually founded the concept of Netflix, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
I would agree with you.
24-hour on-demand programming.
Can you imagine have that much money and be like, you know what, I don't want to leave here. I'm just going to buy the place. You know what? More TV. I'm just going to buy the network. This
right? Right?
All in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So
cool.
so he would then play. So they would have like the news and all like the whatever the regular programming was, and then he'd have like his favorite movies that they would just rotate. But sometimes he'd be watching the movie. This is so gangster. He's watching the movie at the top of the Desert Inn with the really long nails and the really long hair and no clothes, completely naked, right? And he gets up to go pee in one of those mason jars, right? And it comes back, and so he misses maybe a scene in the movie. So what does he do?
Calls him and tells him to replay.
Calls him and tells him, back it up.
Oh, no.
But just think, you're at home watching.
You're like, what's happening?
And then like it's like Groundhog Day. All of a sudden you're like, wait, we just saw this. And then people were calling in, complaining, going like, hey, like, what's wrong with your movie? Like, you've played that same scene in the restaurant 6 times. Like, what's going on? This is nuts.
Howard.
Yeah.
People just start doing that.
Crazy. Howard Stern. So that is your fun Howard Stern. That's your fun Howard Hughes fact. Well, Howard Stern does have long hair.
He does.
I don't know about the nails.
I think his
Howard
nails
Stern.
are. I don't think he sits around naked. Maybe he does. He's in Nathan.
Are you a Howard Stern fan?
I became a fan after I watched his movie about how he
Private
became.
Parts?
Yeah. So I give him a lot of credit and admire him for that. But I don't listen to.
Did you ever listen?
No.
No?
No.
Did you ever watch on E! Channel? He used to have the radio show. He kind of was the first to really podcast in a way. I mean, like with video, like he took the concept of like radio show, but for TV.
Like video.
Yeah, that was kind of a cool
Well, he was outside the box.
Did you ever watch that on E! Channel or no? Still no.
I didn't grow up with like a lot of cable or
Okay.
TV, so we just had the basic TV channels at home. So the only time I would watch cable is when I went to my friend's house and we'd watch the movies and E! Channel and binge watch anything that was on. But at home, no. We're just very basic home.
Really?
Basic
Like
TV.
family time all the time?
In a way, not necessarily like forced to be with family time, but
Right.
yeah, we just watched a lot of movies, or just would go to Blockbuster, good old days, and rent movies.
Blockbuster.
And then we went to Redbox after that.
Okay.
But yeah, that was more of our bonding time than just sit there and watch
Mindless television.
mindless television all the time.
Did you play like games like Scrabble or that kind of like?
No, we didn't do that.
No game night.
I was an athlete back in my day, so
Got it.
Gym rat,
Gym rat.
gymnast,
Okay.
dancer. So I was
Okay.
fairly home.
All right.
But fun fact, did you know that Howard Hughes built a ranch out by Summerlin,
Right.
Red Rock, that anyone could go visit? It's a museum now. And they have a theater out there. Did you know this?
No.
So they have an outdoor theater, and they actually have performances. They've got plays, musicals.
Wait, where is this?
By Red Rock. So
What?
you pass Red Rock's entrance,
Yep.
and the next couple stops or turns is Howard Hughes Ranch. And you go in there, you pay like $7 for parking. I can't remember. I haven't been there in like a year.
Right.
And you can go, and they have food trucks. You can bring your own picnic basket. You can bring your own alcohol. You can
Did
bring a
not
bottle
know.
of wine. It is so much fun. People go super early and just have a whole picnic atmosphere about it. Bring your own chairs, share wine with people, and you watch a musical.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, and I think the tickets
So-
are online for like $10 each. It's super fun experience, and it's during the week mostly.
Is this the same Red Rock that used to have? They just shut it down, like that little petting zoo or whatever that I
No,
went
it's
to.
not Bonnie Springs. It's
Okay.
past Bonnie Springs.
Past that,
Yeah. So it's like almost to the point where you're like, should I be?
but you enter in that same thing that like
Yeah,
you're
so
going to
that's-
Bonnie Springs and
yeah.
you just pass Bonnie Springs.
Yeah. So you pass the entrance to Red Rock, Bonnie Springs, and then it's Howard Hughes Ranch. So I knew about him.
Right.
Then, and then I was like, why Summerlin? And then I found out that his wife was named Summerlin, or her maiden name. So,
I
yeah.
didn't know that
So
part.
local, it's a good little date night for people that don't know about it. Bring a blanket, bring wine, snacks, whatever. There's food trucks there. They don't sell alcohol there, but just bring your own stuff.
All right.
It's really fun.
Should we get ready to go?
I
go
cannot
see
wait.
Go see the man.
Yes.
Go see Carrot Top.
Go see that red hair on action.
All right, we'll be back with Carrot Top. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start.
My face hurts from laughing so hard.
thank
I don't think I've laughed so hard.
No, but it was a fun crowd tonight, you know.
It's a fun crowd every night with you. I've seen you 3 times live now. Once was like a long, long time ago. Sorry. Yeah. And then here in this theater twice. Once we
thank
came
you.
last year, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
And it amazed me. You know, I did stand up. I opened for my dad for a long time. And
I didn't know you did stand up.
yeah, well, poorly. That's why you never knew.
Well, you must have done it poorly.
His reputation
He's
is
now
well
talking
known
to
in
me.
town.
yeah.
Well, no, but how long did you do comedy?
From '93 to 2002.
Now
So-
it's my podcast. So how did you get
Yeah,
started?
yeah. I opened for my dad and like Tom Jones and Anchor.
fine.
Like I was out there for a little bit,
How
but
great is that?
it's amazing. Like people like you, and I mean this is a compliment, is what made me want to quit.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
No, really.
Well, it's funny. I've said that about. I went to see Billy Crystal in New York and Broadway just about a couple of years ago. He had the 50 some Sundays with his father. It was called 500 some Sundays. And it was the most moving and most amazing show. And I looked at my friend and I said, I'm getting out. I shouldn't be in this business. It was that good. It made me just think, wow.
That was the HBO like one man show, right? Yeah, I saw that.
It was just
great.
You laughed, you cried. It was just brilliant.
Come on in,
Bring it
Jeff.
in.
Come
Come
on
on.
in.
Oh, Jeff's bringing in booze. They said that she's
Thank
better.
you.
You're better
This
with
is your
booze.
Vegas Junkeez
Apparently, I
debut,
didn't
Jeff.
know I was
Now
better
you can
with
tell everyone you
booze.
made it on the Vegas
Well,
Junkeez show.
cheers.
All right.
Yeah, Vegas Junkeez.
Yeah.
Hey!
Speaking of Vegas Junkeez, this is where he shot the Hangover scene with the Coke.
That's
How did that happen? Did they
amazing.
approach you for it?
Yeah, they came and said, would you like to be in this movie? And of course, no one knew what the Hangover was. It was just a Hangover thing. And I knew Zach Galifianakis because of being a comic, but I knew none of the other guys. And they all just came in and they said, thanks for doing it. I said, is there a script? They're like, no, we just want to have fun. And what would you're partying with the guys, and what would be funny? What would be funny that they're partying with you? I said, well, it'd be funny if we're doing Coke, because like Carrot Top doing Coke's hilarious.
Right.
And they were like, "They'll do that?" And I said, "Well, not real Coke, but we got Sweet and Low, and we just put up
Prop Coke.
Prop Coke."
Yes.
And as I call movie Coke in my show, because someone actually said that, you have a Coke, and like movie Coke, not movie. But anyway, we did the thing, and then I was snorting it off Zach's belly, and they thought that was hilarious, and so they used it in this movie, so it turned out to be fun. But no one knew it was going to be that until it happened.
Right. Right.
Now it's an iconic movie, and everyone knows about it.
You go from 0 to 60 in your show so fast. Like you have us. It was fascinating to watch to me. Like it's because it's all punchlines.
Well, I have things I
It's
gotta
amazing.
do. I have other things I got to do, so I want to be done with the show. My mom always says that. She goes, "You talk too fast." And I said, "Well, Mom," she goes, "No, like you're trying to understand the one joke, and then you're already 3 jokes, and people need to listen." I said, "I know, but
It's great.
No,
it's rapid fire.
it's,
like
yeah.
you have us like here from the jump,
And I'm telling
and
you,
you
my
keep
face hurts
us
from
there.
laughing
It's
so much.
really amazing
Yeah.
to watch.
Thank you. And I think where that came from was because I go back and look at my old day, but that long ago, before I'd done this 15 years here. Before that, so 15 years ago, my show was so slower. I don't know. I watched the tape. I was like, what the? It was almost like just real. And then I think what happened was you played Vegas in these rooms. They're like, you have to. The Vegas crowds are just like, what else you got? Like we just saw a building exploded. We saw tigers. We saw all this shit. What are you gonna do? So I've always gone. I seem to have worked faster because of working here so long. I feel like I can't let them go down to a thing. So in a sense, I'm worn out though at the end of the show in a sense.
It's a great room too for comedy.
It is a great room. It's a beautiful room. Yeah, it really is. It's a nice sounding room. Well, the sound. It's good. Yeah, it's good because you can't see anybody, but out there, but you can. It gets tiered up. So
How many
nice.
people?
5,000.
It feels like hundreds,
Jay
but wow,
Leno,
that's
yeah,
impressive.
I know. Jay Leno, that's how we fool you.
That's amazing.
Jay Leno, every time I see Jay, of course has been one of my biggest friends and fans forever. Every time I see Jay, I go see him at the Mirage, whatever. He goes, "Hey, how's the going thing?" I said, "Good." "How's stuff going?" I said, "Good." He's like, he goes, how many thoughts you doing? I said, how many seats again? And I always go 5,000. He goes, 5,000, that's a lot of seats. And I go, "Jay, I do this to you every time. It's not 5, it's 500 seats." He goes, "Oh yeah, that seems like a lot." And the Coliseum, but
It's incredible Leno,
I get
actually.
it. Pretty good Leno.
Yeah.
What's fun is doing Leno in front of Leno. It's great. You do it in front of him. He's like, "Oh, you thought I sound like that? Like, what are you kind of do?"
And you teased
kind of a Mike
us.
Tyson and Jay Leno.
You teased us with one of my favorites was Carson. You do a great Carson, which I didn't realize.
Every comic should learn. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, and only a percentage of the crowd gets
right.
I mean, but the people that do is always fun. Turns out that.
Natalie doesn't get it.
No.
Probably. Yeah.
Carson Daly, you're thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe with the black nails, right?
Right.
Did I get the right person?
Yes, you did. See? Yes. Young people
I'm
scar.
I'm on it.
Young people scar.
You mentioned in the show, not to give away the show, but you mentioned that you met George Carlin.
Yes.
And
it's all
that
true
he
story.
had said, "Don't stay away from props."
I
And
embellished that.
we were talking while we were waiting for you just
Backstage,
now
yeah.
backstage. Like it's amazing that you made props what it is, and so props to you. And no one has tried to even go into that lane. It's
I don't
interesting
think
to
anyone
me.
wants to, is what I think it is, because you get so much shit for it, so much abuse for it. So, I just did this thing the other day. There was something the thing we were talking about with some folks about literally this topic, prop comedy, and why you get so much grief for it. And I always thought it was odd because it's I've never thought of anything different. This is when I started doing comedy years ago. I didn't want to be I didn't think I could be a monologist, and I didn't want to be I wanted to have this rock and roll kind of show. I wanted to have music and lights and fog machines and props and, like you said, all the music and the blowers, and because I didn't want to do that. I mean, I admired George Carlin more than you know, but I knew I never would be him. So I thought, I'm going to try and invent my own little kind of world of what I think I would want to go see if I went to a show. And so I want to leave him with a big bang too. At the end, the whole rock thing is kind of, it's like you're escaping this world of, I'm not a rock star, I'm not even close to it, but for that few minutes you're like a rock star, this music jam, there's fans going, and you're like, yeah, and you leave this energy with the audience. And I've always thought that was fun, because when I would go to comedy clubs when I was young, they'd come and go, "Thank you, that's the show," and they go, "All right, you guys, thanks for coming, we'll see you next week," and the lights would come up. I'm like, there's no confetti, there's no like music. There's no, there's no guy with his shirt off. So.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Now we have it.
That's why I go to the gym, all for that one joke. Just damn it.
Yeah, your
why are you at the gym every day?
ridiculous.
Well, before I do
You
Mick Jagger.
every day?
Yeah.
I have to do Mick Jagger, so I run more than I lift weights now. I'm a runner. Well, I still lift a little bit, but I just lifting weights got so, I don't know, just consuming, and running is just better for me at my age. I don't know you, but I'm just running. You kind of keep your heart going, keep lean, and.
Is your diet perfect? It has to be.
I eat and I throw up every day. That's the best way to stay thin, kids.
That's what I'm screwing up. The throw up part. I've got to eat right.
Eat anything
you gotta throw it up.
You can eat anything you want.
You gotta throw it up.
And drink Crown, apparently.
And Crown, and and then just throw it. No, I'm kidding. Don't throw it. But no, I do. I am not. I wouldn't say I diet, but I'm conscious of I go out and have fish for lunch. Kind of thing.
And
the cheat day,
What about as far as like in the last couple years with #MeToo and just all of the political correctness that goes on? You made a couple remarks about it.
I've not heard of this. What is this?
Do you clearly don't worry about it, but like, what are your thoughts on how like because the unwritten rule used to be like comedy is exempt from any of that, right? If it's on Comedy Highway or in the name of comedy, comedians. Any subject, any topic, fair game. But now it's not like that. Like Dave Chappelle's getting a lot of heat for his new Netflix special.
I was just asked by TMZ just a week ago. I was in LA doing something, and there's this restaurant you go to, and they're hanging out. They're like wolves. And I said, "Oh shit!" I see him, so I'm like, maybe we'll go somewhere else because I don't, I don't mind it, but they're always just so aggressive,
Right.
What do you think about? So I'm thinking they're gonna maybe they thought it was Kathy Griffin. Kathy, what do you think about her? So they of course they see me get out of the car and they're like, Carrot's up. So they're always so nice. We'll give them that. But the first thing they said, where I'm bringing this up, is they were like, what do you think was Dave Chappelle? And I said, oh God, what did he do? And they're like, well, his special is out. I said, I haven't seen it. Well, what do you think about what he did about Thing? And I said, well, I haven't seen it. And they said, I know, but he's picking on this and that. What do you think about with comedy? I'm like, I haven't seen the fucking thing, so I don't know how to answer to it.
Right.
So I kept saying, I don't know the answer because I don't know. Well, what do you think with comedians? And comedians, we have this, like you just said, and it's a sense of license to. You have your own license to do what you want to do, and no one's going to tell me, well, I can't do anything up there. Right?
Sure.
So it's my job, my responsibility, in my own little art world, to think what's appropriate, what I should talk about, what not talk about. And you kind of know deep down what's good and what's not, what you shouldn't. Things with death or crashes and things that you do always clear of. But with other things, like if Dave wants to talk about whatever he talked about, it's his thing. And his fans want to dig it. If they don't like it, then they'll watch it. So I don't know. I think with comedy it's weird. I think I've done it so long that I've seen it change. So I picked on every president since Eisenhower. That's how old I am. No. I think Reagan maybe was the first president. So I would make Reagan jokes, and everyone laughed. I was, how do you like your steak? Well, it was like a dumb joke. How do you like your steak? Well, but no one would go ooh. I was like, we picked on. I have bukus of Clinton jokes in my warehouse that I've performed on the Tonight Show and even the telethon. It was all fun and games. And people loved it. People loved the Clinton jokes. People loved it, and then Bush, not somebody, and then Obama. I picked on Obama. I picked on Obama more than I picked on anybody probably. And all of a sudden, it was just you cannot make fun of politics. Politics are just. It was like this one day, just no more.
It's too sensitive subject.
And I don't know why. I think I've always said, my mom and I've had this argument. I said, Mom, do you remember watching Johnny Carson? Remember the monologues? It was all political humor. And she goes, no, isn't this mean-spirited? I said, it was. Go back and watch it. It was. And they interviewed Johnny Carson. It was. And they interviewed Johnny on that exact topic on 60 Minutes. And he said, my job is to make fun of presidents, and we do all presidents, and we do, it's satire. So, I think, I don't know. I think I try to stay clear. As you notice, I didn't do any politics. I stay clear of it because no one gives a shit what Carrot Top thinks about politics.
I care.
They care more about, the hangover scene and my dog. And
And
Come on, baby.
You picked on you a lot.
Yeah, well, that's part of my thing,
Yeah.
you know.
How long did it take you to perfect your show?
Self-deprecation, right? Well, you kind of, that's always been my thing because it's kind of obvious. I mean, I'm this skinny little white dude with red hair and freckles, so that's part of it, my shtick.
Well, it's funny you say you were a skinny little white dude, because I remember, like, pre-social media many years ago, saw you as skinny Carrot Top, and, like, you seemed to go away for a minute, and then all of a sudden, you were jacked Carrot Top. How did you go from skinny Carrot Top to jacked Carrot Top? Because I would like to be jacked John O. Did that come out wrong? That came out bad. Did that come out wrong? That came out wrong.
You can always edit it.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that again.
Jack John O?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Edit that.
Yeah.
Got that
But
out.
no, I don't know.
Sounds uncomfortable.
I've always been an athlete. My entire, in fact, there's pictures in here of me when I was 18, and you can see the same body. I've always worked out, and I've always done that. So I've always maintained my that side of being, I don't know, being in shape helps. I think, especially with show business, is you want to stay in shape and you want to stay young and do it every night. And the show's pretty taxing. So at the end of it, like tonight, I was like, "Fuck man, I'm tired." I was actually really winded. I was like, I'm worn out. We have Flavor Flav there. I mean,
Right.
it's not every night you have Flavor Flav there.
That was awesome.
And everyone said, "Was that really the Flavor Flav?" I said, "It was 33 flavors." But,
How many times have you guys met?
I've never met him till tonight.
So I've met you, I don't know, a long time ago. Vegas Golden Knights. You did a skit on the ice.
Oh, with the naked one?
Yeah, when you were in the ice all
goodness.
naked, and we were in the audience cheering you on. So I used to be
Yes.
Golden Knights.
He was naked on the
I
ice?
used to be a cheerleader for them.
Did you?
Yeah, so I met you that day.
So, enough of you.
That was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was like 2 years
When did you
ago.
get here?
I'll step out. Let me step out.
When did he get here?
But I met you. That was my first impression of you running on the ice doing that skit.
Well, there was all these people, including yourself, right?
Yeah,
They're out
we're all
there.
dressed up in all these ridiculous outfits,
Right, and there's
like
these children
showgirls
out
and
there.
nuns and-
so
yeah.
I had a robe on, and I was pretty much buck
Yeah.
naked. And I went out there, and I didn't think there was going to be anybody out there. I thought it was just going to be me.
Oh no,
And,
they had the whole crew there.
Right, so I walked out. Well, I knew the crew would be there. I'm not worried about the adults working the camera, but I looked at the audience, and there's all these extras, and I'm like, there's like 12-year-olds, and
Yeah, they were like
all different. It was like
Yeah.
a Menudo concert. So I, was like, I said, "Hi guys, how are you?" And they're like, "Hi." I'm like, "I'm gonna be pretty much naked in this next thing. So are you all cool with that?" And they're like, "I don't care." I'm like, "Okay." So I had my, I had robe and this whole stupid thing, and I said, "Put your phones away, your new phone."
Yeah.
The last thing I want to be is videotaped and be on the phone. And it's cold in there.
it was cold.
And it's cold.
It was really, really
It's cold in there.
cold.
So I was like, but it was fun.
It was fun.
And then Jeff was the skater behind me that skated.
No, I remember that. You were
chasing me.
chasing him. Yeah.
It's like
I'm good with
he was
faces.
like-
I remember.
It was
Remember these
amazing.
faces.
I was like, "What?" And Jeff could skate. I never seen him move that fast.
That was my first encounter with him. And we took a selfie
We're
with
thinking
everybody.
about putting ice back here so Jeff will move that fast every night.
Please do. Please do. But that was a great impression. I laughed so hard.
good.
That was a fun day for us.
Now, on Instagram, you're sure not shy with some of your outfits.
No,
I
no.
notice you get
Speedo Sundays,
they call you out a lot on the Instagram for some of the outfits.
My
But you,
Speedos and
yeah, you can rock a Speedo.
Hey,
You're
if
Carrot Top.
I
You do
had
what you
legs
want.
like this,
That's what I would
I
say,
would
right?
rock
You can rock a
it as
Speedo.
well.
If you can rock one, rock it.
Right.
Exactly.
If I
I
had
wear
your
my
abs,
jorts. I wear my jorts. Everybody gives me shit for my jorts. I've
Don't
never
let
worn
him ever.
nothing. I've never ever worn anything but these my whole life. You can look back in my high school. I had the same damn short jean shorts.
these are them. Same
It's
ones.
the same ones. They so
Yeah.
thick. Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
I can't say the same about my high school
Yes, you-
shorts. I
No.
threw those away a long time ago.
Now, do you?
But I don't even like, I think it's interesting, let me put it this way. Like when I watched, there was something on ESPN the other night about this football player that showed up, and they weren't even jorts, they were down to like here. But they were giving so much grief for these jean shorts, and they weren't even, these short, they were like here. And it was like, oh dude, and they were going crazy, like going off on them, like, and wow, I'm like really the opposite. I'm like, they're really kill me then, right? And I was thinking, I like the fact that that bothers people, like, I don't know, I just find it funny.
I'm just so used to it.
I don't even think about
living in
bothering
Vegas.
people. I just think it's funny. I go, oh yeah, I forget that I wear them when
just
I'm wearing.
you.
Yeah, I don't even know. I went to some restaurant the other day, like this, like I'm me, and I went to this restaurant. The guy's like, I love that. I like that you come out like in character, and I was like, in character, and, he's like, and I was like, in character, and he's like, yeah, like you're like you just came from a show. I said, no, this is just how I am. Like,
Right.
And the only person I can remember this happened to, I was walking through the airport, and it was in L.A., and I see Steven Tyler, and I'm like, oh shit, and Steven Tyler's walking towards me, he's just by himself. But he looked like he just came from a music video. He had scarves and shit, and fucking, he's just like, what? And he's like crazy, right? And I go, Steven, he's like, hey man, I said, what are you doing? He said, I was heading out to the, whatever. I said, are you doing a show? He's like, no, I'm just going to meet my grandkid. I'm like, and I remember thinking, how cool is that? But I'm kind of like that guy. I don't think this is just me. I'm not dressed like I'm just me.
Right.
But that guy was like, yeah, I like that you come out in character at the Italian restaurant at noon. I'm like, I'm not in character. I'm just me. I didn't plan on being.
But you guys you have such an iconic, you've become such an iconic character, really, that...
Sad, isn't it? I know, I can't hide. Like, why don't you like a disguise or something?
Yeah. Do you ever wear wigs?
Remember that, Jeff? We did that one night. This is a great story.
I would love to see that.
It's not a seriously great, weird, not funny. Never say that. You hear a funny story? But I had a show one night, it was like horrible. I don't know why, it was just fucking horrible. Probably because I did my own jokes that night. But it was just horrible, and I was so bummed. This is years and years ago. I first got this show here. And my crew's out there, and I'm showering, and I'm just like pissed. And I get this gaff tape, and I made this beard of gaff tape on my whole face, and I put a beanie hat on and some glasses, and they're all waiting out there to leave, and I open the door, and they're like, what the fuck? And I said, what are you doing? I said, I don't know, just being stupid. I'm gonna go home. And he's like, all right, we'll go home. I said, all right. So we got the door, and we're 1 foot out the door, and I have gaff tape all over my face, and glasses, and a beanie hat. There's no hair, nothing. You just see nothing. And I walk out the door, and this guy's like, Carrot Top, why do you have gaff tape on your face? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, that was weird. He's like, I go, how did you know? He's like, yeah, well, I just know you. Like, what? So that was weird. So I'm like, forget wigs.
Maybe you're coming out of the Luxor. Maybe if you were in Bellagio, it would be different reaction.
No, it was in New York too. We went to New York one time and did some stupid thing.
Oh,
they were
okay.
like, Carrot Top. I was on a ski lift one time. There's no one out there. I completely bundled up with all my goggles on. I was on the ski chairlift. It was freezing. And I said to the guy next to me, I said something like, oh man, this is cold out here. And the guy's like, you Carrot Top?
No,
and I was like, yeah. And I remember, never forget this. I said, what? And he's like, you Carrot Top? I said, how the fuck would you think I'm Carrot Top? He's like, I know your voice. I'm like, my voice? He goes, yeah. I was like, fuck. So it's weird. So you can't hide. So
you can't hide
pretty much
what
fucked.
you do.
I'm fucked in a lineup, that's for sure. I'm seriously. Yeah. Like me and Tyson. Hey, what's going on?
I feel like you're one of the first, maybe I'm wrong, but one of the first comedians to have a residency here in Vegas. No? Like,
I'm trying to think if there's been now there's been more, but well, I mean, actual comedians.
yeah.
Maybe for like this long of a run.
Yeah, but this long of a run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's ones that have had I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I've been doing it for 20. Well, we did the MGM for 10, and then here 15, and Bally's 1, so 23rd.
Wow. I can't add right now.
I can't either. That's why I'm a comedian, right, honey?
Do you like living
that's
here?
gnarly.
You seem to go back and forth between here and Florida a lot,
no,
right?
I love it here. Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's not a lot of people that get a chance that you can do a show tonight and go home. And the town has been so sweet to me. They let me put my stupid face up everywhere for 15, 20 years, and put up with it. And then I get to go home to Florida every week, a month, and I just put on my Speedo and go swimming in my boat.
When are you dark?
I make people wear Speedos on my boat because it breaks the ice. Everyone's like, they're all uncomfortable. And I said, you're putting on this thing, and then once you get on the boat, you can take it off, but you have just to break the ice. And then most of them keep it on once they put it on. That's what's funny part. Like, they're like, I'm not doing this. And then they're like, can I keep this?
Are you ever dark? Like, when are your days off?
Tuesdays.
Just Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And then you have just fly to Florida.
No,
for
we
a
only
thing? Like, what do you do?
we do 4 shows a year. I was trying to think of a good way. I could come back. You're dark when? Pretty much from October to June. We're dark. No, we do 4 weeks on, 1 week off, 4 weeks on, 1 week off.
Oh, okay.
So Tuesday night off is our dark. You got to pick one. There's no rhyme or reason as to why Tuesday.
Sounds good. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Boom. Margaritas and tacos.
My favorite night, Taco Tuesday.
If you weren't doing comedy, would you be a rock star? Would that have been
I would probably
choice
be
B?
guessing people's weight at the fair. 192? Nope. Next. Yes, an easy job. An easy job. Once in a year, you probably get it. Like, oh no shit, 150. No, I don't know. I don't know how to. I can play drums to a degree, but I don't. Yeah.
Really?
Of course, everyone wants to be a rock star. I think at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I would be like, yeah, man. I talk about it in the show a lot because this music has influenced me so much.
And on your Instagram, you're always singing and got music on. And
Almost
are you
every-
on TikTok
almost-
yet?
almost
You need to be on
every- what is
TikTok.
TikTok?
Oh, listen to me.
Oh.
It's the platform for you.
Oh, here we go.
It's like
Here we go.
Instagram.
I know.
Oh no.
Do you remember Vine?
You basically
Oh,
you basically
no. What have we opened?
lip-sync to a song for 15 seconds and you become this uber superstar.
TikTok. It's called
Yeah,
TikTok.
It's called
yeah.
TikTok.
It's like Instagram, but I think you
Right,
might,
is that what that is?
TikTok is
I'm still
perfect
figuring
for
it
you.
out.
Not that Instagram is not, but
No, look it up.
yeah.
Look it up.
You
But I
should
just-
You
check it
can
out.
link people to your Instagram, so it's like
Ah,
boop,
okay.
boop, it all connects.
Okay, but yeah, if you follow my Instagram, you can tell that there's music influence because I don't think I post anything without music in it. There's always music. Always. Somehow I end up with my shirt off and I'm singing a Queen song or something. But
And then which
just because.
Is that your favorite band, Queen?
Yeah, I mean I like it a lot. I love a lot of. There's a lot of. It's hard to pick one, but yeah, Queen.
did you like the movie?
I love the movie.
I love that movie.
And they've been here numerous times.
Really?
Which is really, really kind of, that's the cool, you know, your father, of course, is a rock star, but there's like these moments in life where you, like, it's just this surreal, where you're sitting back here, like Jerry Lewis came, there's a picture of him right there, where he came to the show and sat literally right there, you know, like 5 minutes before I went on, and he was like, what are you going on? I'm like, I don't know, we're good, we're like 10 minutes. He's like, 10 minutes? I go, yeah. He's like, I'd be throwing up right now if I had to go in 10 minutes. He says, we gotta let you get ready. I'm like, well, if I don't know it by now, I mean, it's too late. It's 10 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to think. So yeah, I'm good. And I'm happy to hang out with Jerry Lewis.
Sure.
So you're like, no, please don't leave. Stay here with me. But Queen was, you know, one of those things where you're sitting back here and you kind of just have this moment where you're like, think of being in your dorm room where I was thinking I might be a comedian. I'm drawing my logo. This is, 19 years old, and then all of a sudden they said Queen's coming back. And they fucking walk back here.
Wow.
And the security walks back, and you're like, "This fucking Queen."
Right.
No, I mean you're like what the fuck? And they're like, "Hey, man, Scott, it's a fucking great show. It's a great show." And you're like, "Fuck, man." I just make Queen laugh. So, there's those moments where everybody has, where we get in this business where well, thank God I have that. You never have this, I don't at least, where you just like, nothing turns you on anymore. It's pretty effing cool,
One of my dad's, let's say a top 20, no lie, top 20, I'm picking a random number, top 20 most proudest moments is him sending me a text message, which is a video of you singing like Knock 3 Times or something while you're driving down the street. And he was like so excited that Carrot Top is a fan, a friend, whatever. Like, how did you even end up becoming friends with my dad? I don't even know how did this happen.
We met,
It's kind of recent,
Yeah, I'm
right?
really curious.
The last 5 years,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah. We met at, I think it might have been a filming of the Larry the Cable Guy Christmas special or something.
Yep.
And get her done. And your dad was, and all of a sudden I don't know. And then all of a sudden I said, "You want to come to the show?" And he said, "I'd love to come see your show." And then he came, and he was just a fan. We both were fans of each other. And he's like, "Your dad, he's like, that was like, Scott, wow, what the, And we just became friends, and then I just started sending him videos of me singing.
Yeah.
I'm in the car just jamming out.
That's what I love about it, is it's not like showbiz friends where like you meet them, because always my dad, will be like, "Oh, this person's my friend," like another actor or singer or whatever, and I never know, is it the showbiz? Like we met once,
Right.
and there's that just bond of being in the business together.
You just say hi to each other.
You guys are legit friends. Like you message each other.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know.
He sends dick pics. This is
I still don't get dick pics, and you do from your dad? What the hell is going on here?
I'm just saying, we're good friends.
What is happening?
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
You learn something new every day,
I'm
kids.
so sorry about that. It's rolled up.
That is our opening line right there.
Right?
Just manipulate the show,
That's
so
incredible.
that's the
How
beginning.
close are my dad and Carrot Top?
How do you know your dad? Well,
No,
There you have it.
but I do send him a lot of videos of me singing his songs, and I love his songs, so it's easy to do. And they come on all the time, so I'm always like, I keep doing it, and he's like, you know, it's a different. You can tell it's a different day, different outfit,
Right.
different headband.
Yeah.
And I'm just jamming out to it, and I got it down to the goo do, you know.
what are his replies? Does he?
Oh, he always says
retaliate?
the
What does
same
he do?
thing. He always says the same thing. He says, "Oh my God, Scott, I love you. Please keep sending me these videos."
I wish I had like a prop and he
Yeah.
did one of your skits back.
He loves it.
You gotta get on your dad. You gotta like.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
the problem is
tremendously
he's
sweet.
got so much material. There's so much.
know.
You pack so much material into that show. It's like it's if
We
I
told
want
him. We told him.
if I want to relive it, I almost can't. Like it's so.
Well, come back
it's
tomorrow. I'm
So
done.
much. We might
don't
have
come on
to.
Tuesday.
Careful what you wish for.
Come back
It's off on
tomorrow.
Tuesday.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
Right, Bear? We're coming back tomorrow too, right?
man. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you
sitting
so
down with us.
much,
I know it's a
especially
big
after
ask,
your
you know,
show.
after a
Well,
show
we could
and all
have been
that.
standing for this, so
Appreciate
it could have been worse.
But thank you so much for sitting with us.
Yeah, thanks, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet
And
you
thank you
officially.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah, since all those times where I was naked on the ice.
Yeah.
Carrot
I
Top.
apologize for that. I am
Don't apologize. It was wonderful.